Hey guys, Attorney Walter Knott. Now, this video is a little bit more serious than the usual videos we make because I need to have an understanding with you, and the understanding needs to be very crystal clear. There can't be any mistakes here. It needs to be very direct, specific. I wish I could see your eyes because of how important this is. Before I teach you how to write bills that then can become law, I need you to understand the following. Let's go through it real quick. Number one. There is, when I do these videos, no attorney-client privilege because I don't know who you are. I don't know what your real name is. I don't know what's going on with your life. I don't know the specifics that I need to have attorney-client privilege with you. So remember, if I tell you how to do something, don't just assume that like you know it and have mastered it and everything. I'm doing these videos and I'm doing them broken up into a lot of videos that are pretty big to give you a lot of detail. But that doesn't mean that you've mastered this. Remember, when it comes to me representing you, I can't represent you because I don't know who you are. But I'm going to try my best to go ahead and give you as much information that I can so that you have a good understanding as to how it works. Number two, when it comes to me giving you records, examples of things happening, I like to go to actual, news reports, statistical information provided by a governmental entity, current case law. There are some of you that get cocky and say, well, I want to see that specific thing, or I want to see that specific report on that person. As an attorney, and I know that we have a good relationship. As an attorney, I can't share with you everything that I have because it has somebody's name on it and somebody's social security number on it, which means that if you want to go research it thereafter, please by all means do that. Please do that. But if you're just going to be cocky and say, well, I want to see the specific report, I can't give you the specific report. I can't give you that because I have an attorney-client relationship with somebody, and I had to change the facts and details a bit to be able to give you that report so that it doesn't violate their rights. That's the relationship we get to have. I can't give you the exact report. I can give you something that's altered and similar, but still protects the rights of that individual. Just understand that. Number three, I can do the lives without representing people and without violating any codes of conduct because I don't know who you are. This protects me from someone doing something incorrectly and saying I told them in representation to do that thing. I give you guys roadmaps and general info, but obviously I don't represent the people who call in on Thursday nights. I go live. I go out of my own way. I do it out of my own time. And I appreciate everyone doing a bit better with life. Like my big thing with this whole channel is, and it's much bigger than me now, we are now the most viewed Social Security disability law firm out of all of the Social Security disability law firms that have YouTube channels. We are more views than Jonathan Ginsburg, which, by the way, he has a great channel. If you haven't subscribed to him, please go subscribe to him. I support, the videos that he's making. Oh, great. That's my phone. And basically, I just want you to know, let me grab that real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on. And there we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. And I'm back. I support a lot of the videos that these other guys do. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I want everybody to be successful with the things they do. Faith Moore, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. $4.99. I love the little graphic. That's awesome. So I just want to tell you guys really quick. GXY, thank you for the new thumbnail. Notice I've been using these cell phone programs, which blows my mind. I grew up in the era where I was trained at Berklee College of Music in Boston, the #1 contemporary music school in the world, how to record things on DAT systems and tape deck systems and stuff like that. And they were just getting into real hardcore Pro Tools, which isn't even the #1 used thing anymore. Now it's Logic, which is what I obviously use for a lot of my media stuff. I am creating a song that is really cool. I'm not going to say much about it in this, but it's really cool. It's actually about people's rights, and it's got a great thumpy beat to it. It is stadium rock, and it's awesome. And I hope you guys like it. And you get to see me kind of play piano on it on Steinway. You get to see me rock out on some Strats and a ES355 guitar, all that kind of stuff. And we're even going to have the drum kit set up. I'm going to bring in a professional drummer to do everything on it. It will be a literal professional audio track. So I'm really excited about that. Michelle, thank you so much. Oh, you got a dog in your picture. That's awesome. Thank you for the $4.99 donation. I really, really appreciate that. So here's the thing. This channel is now a lot bigger than me. And my point with this whole thing is, even though I don't represent you guys directly through this channel, I wanted to continue to grow for everybody to have a voice, to be able to learn stuff that's coming out, to be able to use the stuff that they have, ask questions, get updates. I don't want you to be in my situation, which is basically, getting an education and then having ridiculous student loans that you can't really pay back. I don't want you to be in that situation. I would like to give you the knowledge that I have. And then as a result of that, you get to use it and make a better America. And if we're all on the same page with making America a better place, getting Americans in a much better spot, because Americans, honestly, we went from people being able to, with low income, being able to afford RVs, go on amazing trips, visit new places, go out of the country and do amazing things, to lots of people not being able to afford to drive out of the state. Why did this happen? How did this happen? I've been working on that because it pisses me off. And I know it pisses you guys off too, because when you're sitting there going, how am I going to afford my medication? How did we get to this place where people can't even afford the things to not keep them alive in a crisis situation, but to just keep them stable through the low moments? It's just, to me, it's like, come on, but all right. Now I want to go through something real quick. I am going to be beating on politicians when I make these videos going forward, teaching you how to make law. I'm going to be doing it. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. It has to happen. I'm going to be beating on politicians. That includes the Democrats and the Republicans, and the two general theories of the extent of each: the communist versus essentially the hyper, call it whatever you want at this point. But you either have the government being in control of everything, or you have basically the corporations being in control of everything. And when we look at this thing, the government is a corporation. So we really have both ends of the spectrum right now. That's the reality of what we have. I need you to understand this. And when I say this, if you're a Democrat or a Republican, you can hate me. I'm fine with that. But please just be open to listening to this. Please just consider it. The Democrats need to wake up and realize that their financial policies and illegal immigration actions are destroying the investment chain that is needed to successfully increase benefits, reduce working class taxation, and have backup super funds. These super trust funds are running out. They are literally running out. Number two, to put our future as Americans in the green, it's going to take massive changes. Massive changes. The Democratic Party is doing all the wrong things for getting us into the green. Now, I'm going to beat on the Republicans. Please keep an open mind. Republicans need to realize, and this is important, that not everyone thinks like you, that a lot of Americans have made a lot of bad choices, and your ego demands, right? These Republican ego demands and statements that you, the Republican, would have never been that stupid, ultimately, that you would never put yourself in that position, that you would never be in that situation. Well, let me explain something to you. I am, as an intelligence, IQ, a bit more intelligent, most of you would agree, than most Republicans and most Democrats that are out there. But I am in a worse situation than most Democrats and most Republicans that are out there, because my student loans are like $340 something thousand. And that's down from $500,000 that they were. Now, a lot of Republicans would say, well, why were you so stupid to take those on? Well, it's very simple. I didn't have a choice when it came to the type of loans I was getting, because the government wasn't fully set up to organize loans under their system. I had to take out a bunch of private loans to get there. And many of you, just to be fair, not to be too mean, but just to be fair, to be firm and respectful, but fair, many of you did not have the mental intelligence to go to law school, get a doctorate, get a master's, etc. And I had that opportunity because of the intelligence. And now I'm being punished as a result of it. And the only damn thing I can do to correct that is to teach you what I know. And that's why I'm going to show you how to make law. That's why I'm going to take away the power of the politicians. F them. They don't matter. They don't matter. If you know how to write law, you can fix the system. You can prioritize Americans. Again, that's the reality. I, very tiny cog in the entire system, can show you what they don't want you to know. I can create a pond and give you the knowledge that you can be that little pebble that changes the entire flow of the entire thing. This is important. If you guys want universal basic income, then you need more humans working and paying smaller taxes that inspire the workers to innovate and create Silicon Valleys in Texas and Utah and Oklahoma and Maine and Florida and South Dakota, We will not see a better America if we don't audit the government spending. And if you all don't know how to write bills and how they become law, then you leave it all up to people who live in a sea of corruption. They swim in a sea of corruption every day. Number 5, the final thing I want to say here. Therefore, our final agreement will be that I will release tomorrow, it's actually tonight, a reshoot of the first lesson video on how to write a bill. I'm going to go ahead and produce all the information. It's going to be an easier one. It's not going to be a really technical one. It's not going to be a really difficult one. It's going to be an easy intro one. I'm going to slowly move you guys into this thing as we bell curve up to the really tough stuff. Okay. You agree to watch it. You agree to get educated, and you hereby agree to learn more to achieve more for the American people. Learning does not stop when you become disabled, retired, or get a Netflix subscription. Therefore, tomorrow, or actually tonight, we begin. If you don't understand something and you do not, know what's going on, you now know that you have to call in on Thursday nights and ask, what do I do when I get to this step? How do I get past this thing? Thursday night, Eastern Standard, 8 to 10 p.m. We've been doing it for a long time now. You now know that's when you call in. No excuses for not taking the next step. Now, I want to make something very clear, and this is incredibly important. All the people that are watching this, many of you are Americans, and you can help other nations with this knowledge. I expect you to do that if you have an interest for those other nations and you have the time to do it solely if it is for the benefit of the human race, not the benefit of political governance, in the sense of governing people through restricting their rights. I have zero tolerance for that. None of you got here because your bloodline gave up. That's the truth of it. You made it through a lot of stuff. You got here through survival. And the truth is, I really don't owe this information to you, but I'm going to give it to you because at the end of the day, you're going to fix this problem with me. We have that business agreement. Similarly, if you don't understand something, you know to call in 8 to 10 every Thursday. But most importantly, take the information that you do have, that you do understand, and give it to other people. You don't have to give them the YouTube channel. You don't have to do that. Give the information in your head to other people. Very important. This is our deal. Put your hand out. We agree to shake on it. We will make law together, and we will fix the negative, terrible situation Americans live in today. That is our agreement. Guys, you have a wonderful, beautiful new year. I'll catch you a little bit later. I am so excited for you. I really, really am excited to see what types of laws you come out with. And I just one last thought, and then I got to go outside and work and cut down trees and do all that junk. One last thought. As smart as I am as a person, I am a total idiot compared to the massive amount of ideas and creativity and brilliance that can come out of you guys in total. Never think that one person can fix all these problems. I can't, won't come close, not going to happen, don't even try. Never think that one person is unimportant. One person can change everything. Look at Napoleon. Okay, look at these figures throughout history where there's an entire history of centuries going by that have to do with that person. Also remember, though, that one person can be extremely important, but the collective innovations provided by people with a singular purpose always wins. I'm going to tell you this again. You have talented people and you have hardworking people. The hardworking people always beat the talented people, so long as the hardworking people keep working hard on fixing the problem. I'll catch you guys a little bit later. You have an absolutely wonderful night. I've got to go out and basically cut down trees, which I know is not what you expect me to do, but that's my family owns a farm and I got to get it restored. I will catch you later. You have a wonderful night. Thank you so much, guys. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.